I said, your tarot reader, your spiritual guide, your friend, your buddy, your pal, your friend, your buddy, your pal. I'm your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your friend, your buddy, your pal. What's up, guys? And I'm here today to do your fine, divine collective message for my fine, divine tribe of beautiful ascended masters. And I just had to do that for my people in the back. Because I have some people that just truly, truly loves my intro when I do the short collective messages. So I figured, hey, why not give you guys a little bit of razzle dazzle today? Why not give you guys a little bit of spunk? Why not give you guys some of this energy, right? So right now, this is me pulling you guys in, pulling my collective in, pulling the people in that need to see this message. I am pulling the energy. Here we go. Let's bring you all in. But no, seriously, this is a collective message, okay, guys? And if you are meant to see it, and when you are meant to see it, you will see it. There is absolutely no timestamps on these messages, okay? Please also keep in mind that there is no gender in tarot. However, well, first and foremost, there's only masculine energy and feminine energy that what? That's right, that dwells in us all, right? In every living, breathing organism on this here planet Kai, right? But looking at the cards that we have now for the base of our message, I see a lot of feminine energy. So the feminine energy is on the rise. The divine feminine is on the rise. Your creativity is on the rise. Your ability to nurture and you nurturing, right? Has, I mean, it's just a way of life now. You nurture, and what I mean by that is not only are you nurturing others, and not only are you nurturing your gifts, your talents, right? But you're nurturing your heart, you're nurturing yourself, right? You guys are feeding yourselves amazing foods. You guys are feeding yourself amazing information. You guys are putting yourselves in amazing environments, right? And so this is, I mean, this is elevation all around the board, right? And I wouldn't be, and I'm seeing like a King of Pentacles in my third eye as well. So not only are you guys nurturing these gifts and these abilities and things like that, but you guys are being very smart, very analytical about the things that you guys are doing and the energy that you're putting out there, making sure, and in doing this, it will magnify, right? Everything that you guys are doing, it will magnify times 10. Grand rising, my babies, I hope all is well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the messages, right? We have the Five of Swords out here. We have the Five of Wands out here. Make sure you guys like the video if anything resonates, okay? It definitely does help out my small growing channel, right? Because I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get there. I'm still trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers milestone, right? So help me out. But yeah, like with the Five of Swords being our first card out here, right? It speaks of adversity, right? It speaks of challenges, right? And not necessarily, sometimes it's challenges that we put on ourselves, right? But this isn't a challenge that you guys created for yourself. This was circumstances, you know, environments and things like that that caused like a little bit of dysfunction, a little bit of chaos. It could have had you thrown off a little bit, right? Not truly at your equilibrium, right? And but you guys worked through it, and you guys, I mean, you guys are some tough cookies, right? You guys got through it. My name is Kenny. Hi, Kenny. Nice to meet you, Kenny. I'm thinking about Kenny from South Park when you, but yeah, and so a lot of adversity, but you guys have got through it. You guys won that battle. You guys have been fighting hard for yourselves, right? And this is why, again, your boundaries are just so strong right? I'm speaking to some people that know themselves, and I mean truly know themselves. You guys have been going inward, like the things that have caused adversity or strife, or just, had you kind of like, um, cloudy minded, or had, your mind fogged. Like you guys truly went within, you guys started to question it. Why is this, happening to me? Why do I feel this way when this is done? Why do I feel this way about, around this person, or even about this person, right? I'm seeing some people that did some heavy shadow work here, right? And so you came out better, you came out stronger, you came out wiser, you came out the victor in all of this, right? No matter how it looks. For some of you guys, you lost friends, okay? Because they didn't like the fact that you stood up for yourselves. Hi, how are you, love? Okay? For some of you, like, in these friends, you thought, you were just like, well, dang, I was just speaking my truth, you know? And they didn't like that. They didn't like the fact that you set boundaries, and you stood firmly on those boundaries, right? But see, so these were the friends that had to fall away, and you're realizing now that it truly wasn't a loss, right? You're realizing now that, all is well, and that when things fall off, we have to allow them to fall off gracefully. When things fall off, it will be replaced with bigger, with better, right? And that's exactly what's going on, because it went from a 5 of swords to a 5 of wands, right? To where in the beginning, people may have been coming at you in a competitive type of, like, just chaotic way, right? They were competing with you in like a ego based sense, right? They didn't like you. They didn't like you. Some of these people, your friends and things like that, they really didn't like you, right? They wanted to be close to you, but they did not truly like you. There was something within them that was jealous, right? Jealous of your drive, right? For some, jealous of your hustle, jealous that, like, you don't look like what you've been through, right? Some of them were jealous because of the way you actually look. Some of them were jealous because of the way you handle situations, because of the way you spoke, like, little things like that, right? And meanwhile, you're just being you. They thought, even though they thought very highly of you, they admired you in a sense, it was like they still couldn't be you. So they didn't like that, right? But the 5 of wands is here to, like, let us know, like, all of that, it really drove you. All of that, it really started to show you the better parts of yourself. And now you're in this energy where not only are you just competing with yourself, right? You're trying to be better in everything that you're doing, right? But now the universe is bringing those experiences that may seem hard at first glance, or the first try, the second try, right? But again, it is only to make you a stronger warrior. It is only to make you better. It is only to set you in those rooms that you truly need to be set in, right? Now it's, different environments, different people, right? Soul family. And see, we have to, and I know some people don't think like this, but, soul family, it is soul family. I can be very melanated and be, and have that soul connection with someone that is Asian, with someone that is Hispanic, with someone that is, with someone that is Canadian, with someone that is from Ghana, that heart connection. Okay. So now you guys are, they, so now you guys are being, again, placed in those environments and in those situations where you guys can truly grow. Right? So Spirit is telling you to remain strong. Again, you know yourself. Okay? So there's no reason to dither on your abilities, on your gifts, on your talents, you know? Like walk into these rooms because a lot of you guys are going to be walking in brand new spaces, right? So walk into those rooms and own it, right? Not like you own it, but own it, okay? Because see, you guys have been planting some seeds for a very, very, very long time now. Okay, you guys have definitely been planting the seeds. You guys have definitely been putting in the work, and your harvest is about to get so much bigger than you ever expected. Right? So much bigger than you ever expected. For some of you guys, you planted these seeds last year sometime, right? Because I'm seeing, I'm picturing a garden, right? You guys know how, like for instance, strawberries. When you have your first harvest of strawberries, you might get a couple, right? But then the next season, the the harvest has become much larger, and with every season you get more and more harvest from your strawberry bush, right? And so that is what the Seven of Pentacles is, or at least that's what it's talking about today, right? You guys have been planting those seeds, and that harvest is just growing, right? Spirit wants you to wait in good faith. Continue to work on what it is that you're working on. Continue to expand, right? Continue to pour into your gifts and pour into your talents, right? Because as I'm looking at the card, I'm watching her looking at the plant growing, right? And one thing I used to do as a little child, I would well, not as a little child, but as I began to cook, right? I would sit in front of the stove and I would be watching certain stuff, and my mom would say, well, it's not going to cook any faster just because you're looking at it. Right? And that's what this energy is giving. You know, like continue, like do the things that you know you need to do while you're waiting on this to produce, you know. For some of you guys, this is some sort of business, okay? For some of you guys, this may be a job opportunity, right? And you're looking for better, or, you're looking to grow within a company. Continue to do the things that you know that you need to do in order to grow, in order to get better. And watch just how that opportunity aligns for you guys, okay? Because the success is here, right? The success is yours. The success has your name on it, right? You don't have to worry here, okay? You guys will be admired, and you guys are admired, right? From people you don't even know, right? This is people from literally all over the world that admires you. Some people, they watch you, right? They're watching from a distance, and you don't even know it. See, you guys got some big eyes on you right now. Okay, some big eyes. Whether it be influencers, whether it be people within the career field that you're in, whether it be, whatever it is. There are some people watching you and admiring you from a distance. And eventually, they're going to step to the forefront and they're going to be like, listen, I am very proud of you, right? They're going to give you your flowers here, okay? You guys are leaders, okay? You guys are visionaries. You guys forge your own path, right? And you've done it over and over. See, you guys have had spiritual rebirths over and over and over again. You guys always get better. You guys are like fine wine. You get better with time, right? Somebody may think they know you, and then boom, you on to a whole nother level, right? You're not somebody that is comfortable with complacency, right? But you're also somebody that isn't truly comfortable with conforming either, right? You have a dream. You have a destiny to be fulfilled, and you're somebody that's going to stand on that. And that comes with reward, okay? It comes with reward, alrighty? And the reward is that financial security, right? That stability, that comfort, right? For some of you guys, this is generational wealth. Okay? For some of you guys, this is inheritance, stocks, things like that. Okay? For a lot of us, it's residual income. So just get ready for what you guys have been mapping out for the last 5 to 8 years, right? Or you ain't even got to be mapping it out that long, okay? But know that the things that you are working hard for and have been working hard for, the seeds that you guys have been planting, is going to produce such a great harvest. Like it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to your ambitions. Continue to work at it, okay? Because you guys are unconventional as fuck. And this is a whole new beginning, right? The Fool card, actually, it stands for new beginnings as well. That's why the Fool card is the beginning card. That's why you see 0 up there, right? It's the beginning of the journey in tarot, right? So a new journey, a successful journey. Okay? Spirit doesn't want you to be in a box, right? They don't want you to try to fit into the box that other people have created for you, or that society has created for us, right? That's why she got the blue hair. Like, she's herself. Okay? And she's not afraid to be herself. You guys are very whimsical, right? Like, Spirit wants you to go with your flow. Okay, again, your flow. Fuck the other people's flows. Okay? Go out here and live life out loud. Right? Dance with life. Listen to music. Stay high vibrational. Okay? But there's so much joy. There's so much happiness. There's so much success, Ashe, that is truly coming for you. Okay? So you don't have to bend. You don't have to conform. Okay? I'm hearing the universe say, stay you. Stay doing whatever it is that you are doing. Okay? Because you guys aren't here listening to this reading by chance. Okay? The tough times are over. Right? The betrayal, the hurt, the pain, the acting like everything is okay when it truly isn't, those times are over. Right? And you guys made conscious decisions. Okay? Again, conscious decisions to create this life where you aren't just acting like everything is okay, and it's not. Right? You guys did the inner work, and you guys are doing the inner work, because remember, the inner work never stops. Okay? But you guys did that. Again, you guys stood strong when it came to your boundaries, when it came to when it comes to the environments that you guys put yourselves in. When it comes to the things that you intake, when it comes to the things that you intake as far as eating as well, so this isn't just like the universe being like, okay, I'm just clearing out the path. No, you guys did the work to be here, okay, to be in this peaceful state, to be in this centered state, okay, to have, again, the residual income, the comfort, the security, the finances, right? For you guys to be the victor, okay? Remember, like, baby, a million people may run the race, okay? But you got first, second, and third place, okay? And you guys are in first place, okay? And it takes someone that is constantly training. And maybe not even constantly training, but just training better than the next one. Okay? But because of this, right, you guys have set not just yourselves up, but your bloodline, your family up for success. Right? Your kids seeing you, recalibrate, right? Your kids seeing you eat better, your kids seeing you following your dreams, your kids, this does trickle down, and it does have an effect, and then they eventually start to do the things that they see you doing, right? There's no better example Okay, you guys are definitely being the example. Look at that, the world card is out here. I'm telling you guys, get ready to celebrate. Okay, get ready to dance with life. Everything is coming full circle for you. Okay, again, you guys are going to be able to look back on life and be like, damn, I remember a time when life was like this, right? But now it is like this for me. And it's because you guys are walking in your truth, right? Again, you guys are not conforming. That's why she's naked. You guys are very wise. That's why it's a purple ribbon, okay? Very intuitive beings. And a lot of you guys are very emotionally conscious as well. I'm seeing the water that's around her. You guys could also be a water sign. Okay, but the times are getting better. I'm looking at the four, the Taurus, the Leo, the I think I want to say that's Capricorn. I mean not Capricorn, but dang, I think the Virgo. Okay, and the Aquarius, this represents the passing of times, the passing of the four seasons, right? And those signs indicate the passing of a season, right? And so, yeah, you guys have put in the time, the energy, the effort. I'm looking at the infinity signs, right? You guys march to the beat of your own drum. You guys are very strong-willed here, right? You guys, again, are very creative. I'm looking at all the wands here and even the pentacles, right? There's just something in you that is not willing to settle. And she is out now, right? And she's here to take names, to cross the T's, to dot the I's. She is not here to play any games. You are not playing any games with yourselves, my loves. And that is why, again, you guys are just creating this perfect reality, whatever your envision is of perfect. That's what you guys are creating right now. You guys are in the thick of it, in the midst of it, and that's what Spirit said. Keep on going, baby. Okay, because again, that financial abundance that you guys are seeking, it's on the way, right? It's on the way, right? The admiration, the views. Maybe some of you guys are like content creators or something like that. Okay, and that's where they're saying the views, the eyes. Right? But it is all coming for you. It is all working out for you, right? Be grateful. Be grateful to be in this moment. Be grateful to be in this space. We got the Four of Pentacles out here, right? Some of you guys could even be doubting what I'm saying right now because you don't see it. Because it hasn't happened yet. Because it isn't truly tangible yet. Okay? But that's where we get, walk by faith and not by sight, right? Wait in good faith, okay, for this blessing, knowing that you have put in the work, you have planted the seed, you are watering, you are pruning, you are adjusting as needed, right? You guys know how some plants, they grow better in the shade. Some plants grow better at night. Some plants, grow better when you water them every day. Some of them you can't water so much, right? You guys are learning. You guys are pruning yourselves. Okay? And so Spirit is telling you, baby, just have faith and be grateful. Let the doubt go. Let the fear go. Let the scarcity mindset go. Okay? Because again, you guys aren't operating in that timeline anymore. This is a brand new timeline. Okay? So you can't let the fear, the doubt, the lack thereof from past seasons, okay, or from even past lifetimes, okay, just negate the work and the efforts that you're putting in today. Okay? You guys will be successful. Okay? You guys are living a life of comfort and peace right now, today. Right? You woke up, you got a roof over your head, you got clothes on your back, you got something to eat good in the refrigerator, like you're not lacking. And that's why we have to pull away from social media and stuff sometimes, because social media will have us in this energy of just wanting and craving, right? You could have a car, but because you're on social media or because you've seen this ad, you feel like this car isn't good enough. Now I want this car.
That all be that social media people want acceptance from other people.
Yep, and acceptance as well. I love my man. Okay. But yeah, and it's not even just social media. The reason why he said like it will always be that is because it's the ads too. It's the things that we watch on TV. Again, it's the things that we intake. Right? At one point in time, right, we were fine. Society as a whole, we were fine living off the land, eating our fruits and vegetables. We were fine with walking, the horse carriage ride, like we were fine with the simplicity of life. Humans actually thrive better with simplicity, not all of the gadgets and all, the solar flares and all that, you know? Like, and so we have to pull back sometimes and just have that moment of gratitude, have that moment where we can acknowledge that we are truly in favorable circumstances, because again, it could be so much worse, right? Like if you're in a house today, guess what? Like you could be in a circumstance where you didn't have a house, where you didn't have, dependable people that you can call and be like, hey, like I need this, can I borrow this, can I have that, it could be so much worse. You could have absolutely no food and no one to call, right? And so we have to be thankful for that, because having those moments of thankfulness, having those moments of gratitude, right? It takes us from this mindset or this worry of lack, fear, scarcity, not having enough, right? Into this energy of I truly have everything that I need, right? And so when we start saying things like that, right, when we're grateful for the things that we do have, it does truly invite more to be grateful for in, right? When you're thankful for the beautiful, loving people that you have around you, right, you then start to attract more beautiful, loving people, especially if you are a beautiful, loving person yourself, right? Again, where the energy flows, like that's what's going to expand, right? And so that's why you have some people, you'll hear them or you'll see them posting on the internet. They be like, everybody is just they mad 5 o'clock in the morning, mad, upset, right, at the world. Why do I keep running into these type of people? And for one, it's because every day you're acknowledging those type of people, right? Every day you are sitting there, and for a lot of times they'll say that, but they'll still be around those people. So you're truly not showing the universe that you want better for yourself, right? And so we just have to be mindful of that. And again, develop this state of gratitude, right? Practice gratitude every day. Okay, not just in the rising, but in the little small moments as well, right? Say you're in the grocery store, somebody pays it forward, and they pay for, your food or something like that. You're very, very welcome. If you wake up and you look at your account, you're thinking that you got one balance in there, and you got something completely different, right? That's a moment to be thankful for. I don't care if it's just $1 more. You understand what I'm saying? Yesterday I was about to go to the grocery store, and I was telling my husband, I was like, okay, I got this, so I'm gonna get this. And I look at my car, and I got way more than I thought I had, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, gratitude, thank you, So even for the little things, make sure that we're being grateful. So again, that we can expand on that energy, but not just on that energy, expand on that emotion as well, because we have so much chaos out here, so many things that's pulling on our energy, right? So many things that's distracting us, right? And then eventually we get caught up in the chaos, we get caught up in the mess, and now we're starting to think, lower vibrational type of things. Okay, for some people depression get to them so bad that they start to think about, offing themselves even at tender young ages now. Okay, and so that's why we have to make sure that we're practicing gratitude even in the small moments, and that you guys allow your kids, or even if you don't have kids, the kids in your community, like the people out about in your world, like, again, because we are what we attract, but we're also sponges as well, right? So if we see other people, like, you could be walking in a grocery store or something, minding your own business, right? But then if you hear somebody like, I'm so grateful for this, I am so grateful for that, it triggers something in your brain, and now you're just like, oh damn, shit, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that too. Okay, and not, I don't know about y'all, but that's how it is for me. I be like, shit, now, okay. Like, I love to see people happy. I love to see people practicing gratitude. And it does have like this domino effect, right? Like, say you're out and about, you see somebody dancing, right? You know how sometimes you be driving down the street and you see people dancing and stuff like that, like just walking and dancing, that sets off that dopamine in your body, that gets you going, right? And you're like, oh shit, unless you just a hating ass bitch, you get what I'm saying? Because you got a motherfucker to be like, mm, look at her, look at him, type of energy. Okay, but that's not you get what I'm saying? So when you see that, it makes you want to dance, do a little dancey dance too. Okay, and so I say that to say, be the first domino. Okay, you make sure you out here being grateful, being thankful, dancing, put some shackles off my feet so I can dance. Hey, I just want. But seriously, be that first domino, right? And allow others to, not, we don't want energy vampires now, but allow others to feed off of that energy, right? Be that leading example, okay, that we know you are. Okay, but with this Queen of Swords out here, I'm telling y'all, you guys are walking in your truth. Okay, you guys are the balance. Okay, you guys are the divine feminine that is on the rise, and it is because you are not conforming. Okay, what society has to say about you wearing this type of wear or whatever type of wear, that don't matter to you. You're like, listen, I am breaking free of that mold, right? I am breaking free of those stipulations that you guys have placed on women, or placed on us, or had us, y'all wanted us to be sheep. Okay, but I'm going over here. I have my own mind, right? I have my own talents. I don't have to be over here. I want to be over here. I want to stand alone. I want to stand in my authenticity. Okay, I want to stand in my truth. Okay, and anything that's not coming to me in truth gotta go, right? I don't want the fake, I don't want the fraudulent, I don't want the lies. Like, keep all of that. Okay, and yeah, because of this, the universe is just opening up, and they're bringing everybody that feels the same way, right? And sometimes you guys can see it in your algorithms, right, online, when you guys start, like, and that's another perfect example, right? When you guys start to watch certain content, you guys will start to eventually see that. Now, first it'll start off as, now you're seeing more content that's like that, and then eventually that's all the content that you see. It's content just like that, right? And this is the same, this is how it's going to play out in life as well, because again, it's more than just algorithm, it's law. Okay, it is spiritual law. Once you start eating a certain way, practicing a certain way, again, just being a certain way, setting those boundaries and standing by them, right? First, the universe starts to bring, again, when you're walking in your truth, when you're walking in your power, okay, then you first, again, you start to just see that, dang, I'm starting to see more people that's walking in their authentic truth. I'm starting to see more weirdos like me, right? And then eventually that's all that's around you. Because that's the law, right? You brought it in intentionally. Again, not just by the words that come out of your mouth, but by the actions as well. or by your actions, right? And so I'm loving that for you guys because you guys have a very honest character, right? And again, I say character because people can be one way in your face, and as soon as you turn your back, they're a completely different person. See, that's not you, right? That is not you. That's why the Queen of Swords is out here, right? You're very open, and I love that she has her hand open, and then she has the other one with the sword, right? So you're very open. You're very inviting, right? You're not somebody that just has a wall up, okay? But you also have your sword of truth. Because you like, bitch, if you coming at me with any bullshit, okay, but with anything, I'm gonna cut you down, right? And yeah. And it's not like in a harsh way, but it's more like I can't have that energy around me. I can't have that fluff around me, right? I need people around me that's growing, that's evolving, right? Eagles are very significant. You guys are flying high, baby. Okay? You guys have seen things from or are planning things out, right? From a very high perspective here. Okay? From your higher self, if you will, from a eagle's eye view, which is the highest flying bird, right? And so this is like you guys have a different outlook on life. Give me one more card, Spirit. The Empress card is out here. But I said give me one more card, but they gave me two. We had another one that fell out. Okay. But the Empress card is out here and the Lover card is out here. I'm telling you guys, like the divine feminine energy is on the rise. Okay? You guys were never meant to fit in. You guys were always meant to be leaders. You guys were always meant to live a life of comfort, right? Do some cutting and clearing work, okay? Put some lemons around your house. Do whatever you need to do, okay? To make sure that you're eliminating all that old stagnated energy, that lack energy, that scarcity energy, because again, you guys are walking into a season of leisure, a season of comfort, a season of wealth, right? A season of generational abundance. Like the seeds that you guys are planting, the seeds that you guys have planted, the harvest that you guys are waiting for is just that. Right? And it's because you guys have gained this sense of spiritual clarity and again this sense of self. Mhm. You guys ain't dithering, okay? That's why that Queen of Swords out there. Okay? You guys aren't allowing anybody that's lacking to come around you. Okay, or to sit around you, right? Because you are who you hang with. And I know some people be like, no, I'm not. No. If you got 6 lazy motherfuckers around you, you gonna become the 7th one. Sure will. It's law. Okay? But you guys are meant for greatness. You guys are meant to sit with greatness. You guys are meant to create greatness. Okay? You guys are very balanced here. Okay? Yeah. And for a lot of you guys, like even the partnerships, the relationships that you guys are going to cultivate is going to be something that brings you or puts you into rooms that you've never been in, right? These are going to be partnerships. There for some of you guys, you have people already planning to partner with you. Okay? For a lot of you guys, this is business partnerships, okay? Or they're looking to feed into your creativity in some way, shape, or form. Okay, remember I told you everything is coming full circle. So for some of you, winning season coming full circle, bitch. Okay, but no, for some of you guys, this could even mean that people that you dreamed of working with, you will be working with. Right? You are now aligning with those relationships. Remember earlier when I told y'all got eyes on you? These are the eyes that's on you. These are the eyes that are on you. Okay, again, those people that may inspire you in some way, shape, or form, okay? These are the people that's watching you. Again, remember I told you, I said some of these people you probably don't even know watching you. They probably ain't even left a comment. Like the other day, I made a TikTok video, and there's another spiritualist. I love his content, right? His name is Charm on TikTok. I absolutely love his content. I love like the funniness that he brings, or the comedy that he brings to spiritualism, because it's truth, right? But he just has like this very like comedic way of doing it, right? And so I had made the post, and then I seen that he liked it, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that he watches my content. Like that type of energy. Okay, so know that you guys have people looking at you that again you may be inspired by, or that you may like, and you may not even know until you come out and you do something or you say something, and then they like it or they comment on it, and you like, oh shit, okay. But know that again, everything is coming full circle. So these people are wanting to work with you as badly as you wanted to work with them, okay? Or you want to work with them, okay? So yeah, get ready to grow, get ready to prosper, okay? Get ready to be in those rooms that you dreamed of. Get ready to be in the rooms that you never expected you would be in, okay? Because when I tell you guys are walking in your divine purpose. When I tell you guys are aligning with the things that you want. And when I tell you guys that they are coming for you, okay, that's exactly what I mean. Okay, now I love you guys so very much. I hope that you guys enjoyed this collective message today. Okay, meet me back here tomorrow for another collective message. Y'all know I'm on here in the rising. Sometimes the times differ, but I'll try to be on here about 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow as well. Okay, but don't quote me, because whenever I make plans, it be something that come up, and I'm like, shit, I got some working, or I got a tarot reading to do. Okay, so just know that. And if you guys would like to book me for a personal reading, then make sure that you guys click the website. You guys check out the website. It is Divine Ascension with Isis .square.site. I do accept Afterpay, my babies. Okay, once again, I do accept Afterpay. And even with my invoices, like if something is $88 and you're like, listen, can I set up some sort of payment plan? I can pay you this week and this week. We can also do that as well. Okay, so don't listen, closed mouths don't get fed. Okay, so if you guys need any workings done, if you guys need any rituals done, any child, that is a working. Okay, but yeah, if you guys need any kind of work done, rituals done, if you guys need protective amulets, you guys need readings done, you know, whatever the case may be, okay, make sure to check out the website. And again, do not hesitate to contact me if you're like, hey, listen, I don't have all of this right now, right? Because I understand the economy, right? I understand completely, okay? And so, again, don't be afraid to reach out and say something. My business number is actually on the website, okay? So, again, like, you guys can text me, alrighty? And we can set up a payment plan. We can do that, okay? But yeah, I think that's it for today. Again, I am adding the fiery wall of protection oil. I did make some more, so I will be adding that to the website. Maybe not as soon as we get off of the live, because I'm going to do another reading here. Okay, but I will have that up there for you guys today. So if you guys would like to purchase it, then you guys can make sure to get your orders in. Okay, I love you all so very much. Once again, I am Phoenix Asset, also known as Santeria. Y'all have a good one. Peace.